Hello students, this is Ansar sir and we are studying in Aja sir's Maths Academy. ठीक है? And today we are going to start English grammar. ठीक है? The word English grammar, the word grammar comes from the word grammatica technique, means the art of writing. Actually, I wanted to teach you the history of the word English, but since there is no need to study the history of the English language, we are not studying it. We will start from grammar portion, and in grammar portion in our syllabus we have to study the articles. In our syllabus, the first topic in grammar that we have to study is the articles. Before we study the articles, we must study what vowel sounds and what consonant sounds are. Let us see what vowel sounds are. See, here I am going to draw the diagram of our mouth. This is the diagram. This is 1, 2, 3 and this is 4. So this is 1, 2, 3 and 4 makes our head. Suppose this is a person and this person has a face. We can easily draw it 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the upper lip. The upper lip. This is the lower lip of the person. Okay. I am not going to draw the exact things. You have to consider certain things. I am not very good at drawing. So this is the upper lip, the lower lip, and you know there are teeth here. We have teeth here. And then we have the tongue. This is our tongue. And this portion here is called the palate. I may have see this portion. This is the roof of the mouth. Inside the mouth we have here there is an oral cavity, the mouth cavity, and this is the hard palate. Hard palate. It gets scratched up when we eat fingers. And then we have this is called the windpipe or the trachea. This is the windpipe through which air comes out. You have to try one thing. Inhale the air and say your name loudly. See whether you can do it or not. Inhale the air and say your name loudly. You cannot say anything. While you inhale air, you cannot say anything. You must exhale the air when you have to say something loudly. So this is the experiment which you might not have tried before it. So whenever we say something loudly, air comes out through our lungs. It passes through the windpipe, it passes through the trachea, and in the trachea we have the sound box here. The sound box has two vocal cords. These are the two vocal cords. Don't try to understand the biology of it. We only have to see what vowel sounds are and what consonant sounds are. If you don't understand the biology behind articulation of words or speech, sounds, so it doesn't matter. So here is the membranous structure. When we say some words, the air comes out through our lungs and it passes through the cavity between these, it passes through the open space between the membrane and this membrane. These vocal cords start vibrating, and when these vocal cords vibrate, they produce sound. And depending upon the frequency of sound, we have male voice and female voice. Male voice generally, when males say something, this vibrates with low frequency, and when females talk, these vocal cords vibrate with greater frequency. Now see, air will come out through this opening. When we say something loudly, air comes out from this opening, and the air will come out through the oral cavity. The air may come out through the nasal cavity as well. If you are Himesh Reshamia, you will produce sound through your nose. So this is the oral cavity, the air is coming out through the oral cavity, or it may come out through the nasal cavity also. So what are vowel sounds? Let me tell you the definition of vowel sounds. I have actually no place to write the definition of vowel sounds. That's why I am going to erase it, or I will do one thing. I will write wherever I find place to write on. Say I am writing the definition of vowel sounds. The speech sounds. What are vowel sounds? I will write here. The speech sounds. The speech sounds during the articulation of which. The speech sounds during the articulation of which. During the articulation of which there is no audible friction in the mouth or in the pharynx, but it is not necessary, or in the pharynx. Now listen, try to understand the definition. Those sounds are called vowel sounds during the articulation of which. What is articulation? Production. During the production of which. Suppose I am going to produce the sound A. I am going to produce the sound A. So during the production of the sound A, there will be no two parts in my mouth which will touch each other. There will be no friction between any two parts in my mouth. This upper lip will not touch the lower lip when I say ah. So when I say ah, the upper lip will move away and the lower lip will also be apart from it. They will not touch each other. When I say ah, my upper teeth do not touch the lower lips, nor do the lower teeth touch the upper lip. My tongue does not touch. The tongue does not touch the hard palate here. The tongue will not touch the roof of the mouth. The tongue will not touch here. The tongue will not touch the teeth also. The teeth also will not be touched by the tongue. So no two parts in the mouth will touch each other if I produce the sound ah. Understood? So during the article, those sounds, those speech sounds, during the production of which, during their production, what happens? There is no audible friction. There is no touching of each other. There is no contact between any two parts in the mouth. Lips will not touch any other part. Teeth will not touch any other part. Tongue will not touch any other part. No two parts in the mouth will touch each other. And during that time, when no part is touching each other, at that time the speech sound produced by us is called a vowel sound. Understood? Those sounds which are pronounced without any contact between any two parts in the mouth are called vowel sounds. In Hindi, these sounds are called swar. In Hindi, these sounds are called swar. And in Hindi, they have made separation between swar and vyanjan. Swar means those vowel sounds, those sounds during the production of which no two parts ever touch each other. For example, when you say no part touch each other. When you say no part will touch each other. When you say e, no parts will touch each other. U, e, u, e, I, o, aha. When you say so the air comes out through your nose. It is not The lips should not touch each other. In English also, remember one thing, most teachers I have seen say that there are 5 vowel sounds in English. It is incorrect. It is not correct. In English, there are 5 letters which represent 20 vowel sounds. So what are we going to write? We are going to write the note. It is an important note. The note is, there are 20 vowel sounds in English. There are 20, full 20 vowel sounds in English. So we have 20 vowel sounds in the English language. In the English language. So how many vowel sounds do we have in the English language? 20 vowel sounds. What are vowel sounds? Those sounds during the production of which, when the air comes out through the lungs, through the trachea, through the sound box, when the air comes out through our mouth oral cavity, when the sound comes out through the nose cavity, nasal cavity, no two parts, lips or tongue or teeth or the upper roof of the mouth, no two parts ever touch each other. So when these parts do not touch each other and we pronounce some sound, that sound is called a vowel sound. If some students find it difficult, they will tell me in the next lecture. I will use English to explain the concept. Do you know what English is? English is Hindi plus English. If you find difficult to understand the entire thing in only English, plain English, you will tell me so that I will start using English, because the basic aim is your understanding of the language and its rules. Let's see. So there are 20 vowel sounds in the English language. I have written the names of these 20 vowel sounds in the English here. The first sound is E. This is these two dots, these two vertical dots, the colon marks in English, denote the long sound. It is E. In Hindi, it is denoted by doing this over E. E as in east, seen, teeth. This is an elongated vowel sound. E. When you say E, no two parts ever touch each other in your mouth. When you say E, it is a short E. It is in it, hit, in the middle of the word. It can come at the beginning, it can come in the middle also, hit, it can come at the end also. Duty. E is a vowel sound. E is also a vowel sound. This is A. A also is a vowel sound. When you say A, no two parts in your mouth touch each other. End. A is used in end. Lend. Lend means to give money to somebody and that person will return your money afterward. This is A. In Hindi this A is denoted. There is no A in Hindi, but still they denote it like this. A. This A plus E, O plus E made together makes A. This is A sound. When you say A, no two parts in your mouth touch each other. So it is and. A is used in and. It is used in land also. This is the vowel sound. Land. And. Okay, this is end. Length. Hit. It. Duty. Ah. These two dots always denote length marks. So it is ah. As in arm. Arm. This is my arm. Harm. This is long R. R. S means long R. Arm. Harm. Car. This is O. O. O is used in on cot. A cot is a bed having 4 legs. This is O with 2 dots, with 2 landmarks. This is O, longer sound, O, as in all. See, D-O-N is dawn, D-O-N is dawn, and D-A-W-N, early morning is called dawn. This is dawn, this is dawn. So this is longer O, all, cot, cot. Oo. This sound is oo. This is the vowel sound. I am telling you, I am enumerating the 20 vowel sounds in English. So this is the 8th vowel sound in English. Oo. As in put. This is the vowel sound. Put. It was O. Here A is O. So oo is used in put. This is oo. Longer oo. We have to say it for a longer duration of time. Ooze. Oo is used in ooze. Ooze means to come out. If you prick the pin on my hand, blood will ooze out from it. Ooze means to come out. Ooze. Choose. Choose. Shoe. It's a long oo. Long oo. Shoe. Shoe. It's a. It is short a. Short a. We use it only for a short while. It's only a. As in up. Don't say up. It is not up. It is up. Up. What? I wanna go upstairs. Ah. Just as we do when we have to invite the hens to have some food. We say So that short is this sound. It is a vowel sound. So it is up. But. It is not bird. It is but. Sound should be there. So it's short up, but. It's longer long It's long earn. This word is pronounced as earn. Turn. Sir. So these are the 11 vowel sounds of the English language. Let us see the 12th one. The 12th vowel sound in English is a. This is a. As in ago. Ago. This O is also pronounced as a. Don't say police. Don't say police. Say police. Police. What is the correct pronunciation? Police. This L, I will tell you later on what accent mark means. Say L loudly. Police. I've called the police. It's tailor. Tailor. A sound here. A sound is used here. A sound is used here. It's A is here. Now see AE. It is AE. This is also a vowel sound in English. A and E joined together. Such sounds are called diphthongs. But don't study these things in detail because it is not a part of our syllabus. I am only telling you that there are 20 vowel sounds in English, not 5. A, E, I, O, U are 5 letters. And these 5 letters denote 20 vowel sounds. See, this is A. A-G-E, age. Not age. Age is E-D-G-E is age. E-D-G-E is not equal to A-G-E. This is age. This is age. 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 What is your age? Straight. Not straight. 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 Stray. Stray. Stray means the dogs which are not owned by anyone. The dogs which wander about here and there are called stray dogs. Stray. A. G-A-M-E. Game. G-E-T. Get. G-E-T is get. G-A-T-E is gate. Please open the gate. Not get. People say G-E-T get and G-A-T-E also is get. No. G-E-T is get and G-A-T-E is gate. Please open the gate. Understood? See, the next is a-u. It is a-u. Oak tree. In Hindi it is called devdar. Devdar is the name of a tree. Devdar ka ped. So it is oak. A plus u. Oak. J-O-K-E is not joke. In our Indian English we pronounce this word as joke. But in correct English it should be pronounced as joke. J-O-K-E, joke. It is a joke. This O is a-u. A-u, joke. This is not slow. This is not slow. This is slow. O. Here also it is a-u, slow. So O also is a vowel sound. A also is a vowel sound. A also is a vowel sound because when we pronounce these sounds, no two parts in our mouth touch each other. When you say O, see I say O. My lips are not touching, my teeth are not touching, the tongue is not touching anywhere. So that's why these sounds are called vowel sounds. I. This is A and E. Not elongated. I. Fast. I. So it's ice. Mice. My. It's not my. It's my. My. Where is my money? Where is my money? Where is my bag? My. I. Mice. I. Ice. I. Okay. Shall I write in Hindi also? Since we belong to India, we must study it in Devanagari Lipi also. So that the Devanagari script will help us in understanding the concept better. So it's I. It's ow. Ow. Ow also is a vowel sound because when you say ow, ow, no two parts in your mouth touch each other. That's why ow also is a vowel sound. It's used in out, shout, howl. Okay, so mine is ow, shout, howl. This is oi, oi, not elongated o, short o, oi. Oil, as in oil. Oil also is a vowel sound. Oil, boil, boil. B-O-Y is not boy. Some say Y is ya in Hindi, boy. No, it's boy. I saw a boy playing in the garden. I saw some boys in the garden. It is ear. Ear. It's ear. Ear. This is my ear. B-E-A-R-D is beard. Beard. This is ear. Ear. Beard. This is clear. Clear. E-A. Clear. Beard. Air. This is A-A. Air. Here it is air. Is a vowel sound. Air is a vowel sound. Share. Shared also is a air. Air. Again share is A-A. Share, vowel sound, care, vowel sound, poor. This is oo. Oo also is a vowel sound. When you say oo, your lips will become round and you say oo. No two parts in your mouth will touch each other. That's why oo also is a vowel sound. Oo is used in cure. Cure. He is cured of his disease. Poor. 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 Understood? So these are the 20 vowel sounds in English. I hope you understood these 20 vowel sounds in English. They are represented by 5 letters. We have 5 letters, but these 5 letters denote 20 vowel sounds. Sometimes O shows when we use the letter O. This O sometimes denote the sound oo, as in owl. Sometimes it denotes the sound oo only, as in two, T-O, two, O-L-D, owl. Sometimes aw, as in doll, doll, doll. Oo is, T-O-2 is oo sound, ow sound as in owl. So one letter, see this letter O, one letter is denoting 3 sounds, at least 3 sounds. It may denote other sounds also, I will have to think over it. And then, but on the surface of mind, I have 3 examples before you, and that is the reason. Sometimes O, sometimes it produces the sound O. So TO2, DO2, there was an old movie in which I think Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra played the lead role. And in that movie, Dharmendra asks a question. English is a very funny language. I can't understand the rules. TO2 is, TO is to, DO is do, then why is GO not go? Why is GO go? TO is to, DO is do, so GO should be go, but it is not go, it is go, it is go in India. Similarly, CUT cut, BUT but. But why PUT is put? Why not PUT P is put? Why is it put? Because U represents a sound as well as U sound. So we have 5 letters, 5 vowel letters, but they denote 20 sounds. Let us proceed. Pause the video and note down the vowel sounds in English, 20 vowel sounds if you want to. And if you don't want to note down, it's again okay. So these are the 20 vowel sounds in English. We have studied the definition also. The next thing that we have to see is consonant sounds. Those sounds during the articulation of which there is audible friction between any 2 parts of the mouth are called consonant sounds. What are consonant sounds? The sounds during the articulation of which, articulation is production. The sounds during the articulation of which there is audible friction. There is audible friction. And what do we mean by audible friction? Two parts of mouth, two parts in the mouth touch each other. Maybe for a short while, but they will touch each other. For example, as in M. M denotes the Hindi sound ma. When you say ma, two lips touch each other. Ma. The two lips touch each other when we say ma. When we say fa, F, the upper teeth touch the lower lip. Fa, fa. The upper teeth touch the lower lip when we say fa. So that's why it is a consonant sound. And what is the meaning of the word con? In English, con always means together. Together. Con is always together. Connectivity, conjunction. Con means together. And sono means sound. Sono is sound. So consonants are two parts touch each other and they together join with each other in producing the sound. When you say ba, your lips touch each other. Your lips touch each other when you say ba. When you say ta, your lips touch each other. Okay. We will study English grammar in small doses. Don't hurry. Don't be in a hurry. Don't try to learn everything in a single day. It's the beginning. Enjoy the lecture and be regular in watching the lectures. That's the best thing you can do to learn the rules of English grammar. Now see, these are consonant sounds because during their articulation, any two parts in the mouth may touch each other. When we say ba, the two lips touch each other. When we say the, when we say the tongue touches the root of the upper teeth. The. Okay, so whenever there is contact between two parts in the mouth, it is a consonant sound, and whenever there is no contact in the mouth, it is a vowel sound. Alright, so the next thing that we should study, remember our English pronunciation is not correct most of the times. So O is a U, as in bold. Do not say he is bold, he is bold. It's not ago, it's ago. In Hindi people make fun of it, he is very ago. So ago, O is O. And O is not no, it's no. No. And are you coming to the party today? No, I am not coming. It's bold. Bold. It's ago. No. Understood? There are many other rules. We will deal with those rules later on. And remember, let us start studying. There are two types of articles in the English language. Articles are of two types. In English, there are two types of articles. The indefinite articles and the definite article. There are two types of articles in English. The indefinite articles and the definite article. So the indefinite articles are of two types. They are A and N. A and N. And both mean any. Any. I saw a cow. When I say I saw a cow, it means I saw any cow. Okay. And when I say I saw the cow, when I say I saw a boy, it means I saw any boy. That boy did not have any speciality. I saw a boy. I saw any boy. I saw an elephant on the road. I saw an elephant on the road. An elephant means I saw any elephant on the road. There is nothing particular about that elephant. It was a general elephant. Nothing to look at, nothing noteworthy in the elephant. So it was an elephant. I saw an elephant on the road. An elephant means any elephant, not a particular elephant. But when I say I want the pen, I saw the cow. I saw the cow means I saw that definite cow. Definite. Particular. Particular. I saw a cow. I saw any cow. I saw the cow means I saw that particular cow which I had seen earlier, or the cow which I know very well. So I saw, understood the differences? Now the simple rules which you might have studied in KG1 or KG2 or maybe in the first standard. The simple rule number one is N is used before the words beginning with a vowel sound. We use N before a word which begins with a vowel sound. Out of A or N. A or N. Out of these two. Rules for A or N. So out of A or N, we use N. N is used before a word. N is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. We use N before a word beginning with a vowel sound. For example, an MBBS. You will say an MBBS? Yes, it is an MBBS. How do you pronounce this? MBBS. It's MBBS. And this M is beginning with vowel sound A. That's why it is an MBBS. Not a MBBS. An MBBS. And RTO, Road Transport Officer. Road Transport Officer. You will say this is R. Sir, R is a consonant sound. No, R is a consonant letter, but it begins with a consonant sound. It is R. RTO. In English, if I write it as RTO. 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 He is an RTO. He is a road transport officer. So this is the, don't go by the letter. See its sound. The sound is R, and R is a vowel sound. Understood? The next thing is here. The next is alright. So another example that we should see is number 2. Let's proceed. You have seen this. And these general examples are already well known to you. These are famous examples. An elephant. This is, you might have studied in the kindergarten or in your first or second standard. An elephant, an umbrella, etc. A is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound, before A is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. For example, if I say one-eyed man, if I say I saw one-eyed man, so what will it be? A one-eyed man or an one-eyed man? So it will be a one-eyed man. You will say, no sir, it is a vowel sound. No, it is not a vowel sound here. The letter is vowel, but the letter may show that it may be a vowel, but it is not a vowel sound. It here represents a consonant sound verb. Why? Okay, it is producing the sound of the semi-vowel Y. Y is for the semi-vowel and it is treated as a consonant in most of the times. So it's a one-eyed man. A one-eyed man. Unit test. A unit test. A unit test. You will say, sir, A, E, I, O, U. We have studied in school in childhood that we should use an before a word beginning with U. No, the sound is again Y. Sorry, this is not Y, this is W. The sound is one, W sound. And here the sound is Y. Unit. The sound is unit, Y sound. A unit test. Because it is not A, I, E, U, A, I, O, O. It's Y and here is Y. Y is not a vowel sound. Y is not a vowel sound. That's why it is a unit test. Okay, we can see the third example also. Here. A European. A European. Again, it's U. U is again Y. This is U. U is Y. U. Y is a consonant sound. It is a consonant sound. You may say, sir, we have already studied these rules in our childhood. Alright, but in the 10th standard, we are going to study many more rules. It is just the tip of the iceberg. We have to see the entire thing in our next lectures. Alright, otherwise you will say, sir, it is very easy. So I have started the topic with an easy one because so that we will go from easy level to difficult level and we will study each and everything which is in our syllabus and you will enjoy studying English grammar and English also. The English textbook also. So it's 7:40. I think we should stop here. Let us finish. Let us call it a day. Let us finish our lecture here. We'll continue with it and with many more things in our next lecture. Have a nice time.